Welcome to another episode of the Thin Lines podcast. This is a continuation of my conversation with Torie. We plan on doing a weekly call. In this episode, he goes into things that he's had to overcome in prison, as well as the mentorship that he's been providing to the younger generations that are incarcerated, trying to be the best role model that he can. Stay tuned to the end of the episode. Torie's son, who is musically talented, asked if I would share some of his music, and I'll also provide a link to his social media.
Hello, this is a prepaid debit call from an inmate at the Virginia Department of Corrections, Lawrenceville Correctional. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse, this call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Hey, Torie. You were saying how, prison sometimes creates the lingo of the world and the communications and whatnot. I'd love to dive more deeper into that.
Yeah, definitely. So, like a lot of the lingo and street terminology comes from prison because we talk to each other every day. So we don't got nothing but time to be creative. We think a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to outthink somebody in prison time because they don't have nothing but time to think. You know? That's what people, I say that to say that. Like, I've been in relationships before and the person was like, used to get mad because I was kind of smart and they expected me to be dumb because I had myself for so long, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, damn, he's smarter than what I thought. Yeah, because I got nothing but time to think and I use my time wisely. But yeah, a lot of the lingo shit, a lot of things the street dudes do, they get it from prison. And it's just the truth. They go home with a different vibe. They got to glow. Now they come in, the tattoos is cheaper than what they are on the street. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of individuals that come in here, if they do the right thing and they learn, they go home beast. You know what I mean? But it takes like a certain amount of time. Them scared bigs, it's like the dudes already learned nothing. But when you're doing like 10 or better, sometimes 8, them dudes go home and they create businesses for themselves. They go home and work hard. They don't have no ego about going home and working at McDonald's or Burger King for a year, working 2 jobs so they get their own business. That's the thing. So a lot of individuals in prison that learned their lesson and that's rehabilitated, they go home on a different mission.
So much time that you're thinking about how you're going to work when you get out, that you're already creating these business plans in your head that once you do get out, you're going to take full advantage and work your ass off to make it happen.
Exactly. Look, I know because I learned that your mind is powerful because I used to pray a lot and then nothing used to happen. But I used to pray and didn't go put in the work. So once I started putting in my own work, I was like, oh, I can accomplish it. So like I was telling you before, like I always was a person that could get shit done and accomplish it. So like in prison, I was getting everything that I wanted. Like honestly, anything that didn't mean nothing but meant something to somebody in prison, but to a real civilian outside world, that shit is nothing. For somebody that's trying to get their freedom is nothing. But like, let's say, so you give somebody time, they thinking that this type of stuff not happening, but it's happening in every state. It's a worldwide problem, so a lot of people not even learning their lesson. Like I feel like nothing in prison can't help me at all no more. I done did every program. I done got the highest level education. I done did everything that I can. There's nothing. Only thing that could satisfy me at this point is being in the world and being a productive citizen. But to go back, yeah, I was able to accomplish everything that I ever wanted to do. But the only thing I couldn't accomplish was go home. So I'm like, hold up, I'm putting too much energy in shit that don't matter. Things that in prison matter, when you got time and you like, oh, I did that, oh, it's kind of a little bit of freedom. It's better than just being the average person in the prison. But I was like, nah, that's not good enough for me. And then so, like, in 2020, something just snapped me. And I was like, yo, I'm about to put all my energy into just going home. I'm not indulging in nothing no more. And that's what I did. All the shit that I was indulging in that didn't matter, that would keep me in prison long, I stopped. And I just focused on going home. And I started doing interviews and then created the buzz and then created the petition on change.org and got an interview from Stormont Road and then got my story ran on Hollywood Unlocked, which is a Hollywood blog site. Both of these podcasters and YouTubers, they deal only with Hollywood or in that type of world. I'm just a normal, average guy in prison. But believing in myself got to those pedestals, got me there because I knew that I felt like I'm different. I felt like I'm supposed to be there. And then I ended up getting the president of the NAACP of Virginia, who's mainly a lot of the people, campaign managers for Democrats, whether you're running for governor in Virginia or Richmond area or presidency. He campaigned for them, so that's power. And then my story landed on Shannon Taylor death, which was a prosecutor in the county I got locked up. If she wasn't a prosecutor at the time, I got my time. But it landed on her death. And then she seen that, oh, they gave that boy too much time. And she was willing to help. She wrote letters to the Commonwealth attorneys. And then I had individuals that was in my corner that helped me. My mom back financially. So she spent probably almost 30K in lawyers since I've been incarcerated. This last time I spent 15K. And the lawyers pretty much just filed the paperwork. I did all the groundwork because I knew I couldn't just have my life in lawyers' hands. I had to do it myself. And I wasn't going to let no more money go to waste, you feel me?
Yeah. I know when we chatted yesterday, it sounds like your mother's a very impressive woman.
Yeah, so, and then I was a plan, and I created the wave, and I see that, believing in myself, I made it happen. So it got to the government's desk, and they commuted all my time. Where I would have been going home in 2050, I go home next year in 2026. And I did that within less than 2 years. So you figure if I would have been thinking like this and would have had the wisdom and the knowledge, the willpower back then, I probably would have been home.
You were saying too that the adults that got charged with you, they're already out of prison, right?
Yeah, they already out of prison. I'm locked up.
Do you know why? Like for whatever reason they're out and you're still in? Because I mean you're the youngest of the group.
A lot of it is who cooperates first. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you cooperate off the top, so you could be able to place the blame on whoever you want to place the blame on. And then it goes from there, you feel me?
Yep, for sure.
So that pretty much helped them in that aspect. And yeah. And probably at the time I was young, I didn't realize like, damn, I fucked up. I probably didn't even show much remorse because I wasn't crying. I was just so numb. Like when I got my time, I didn't even cry. You know what I mean? My whole family, my mom crying. I didn't cry at first because I'm like, it's just shock. They sent me back to the jail and they like, they sent me to see a psychiatrist. So I'll never forget this day. I'm in the jail. She like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. She's like, you know how much time they gave? I was like, yeah. She's like, you don't want no type of medicine to help you sleep. And anxiety and depression medicine. I was like, nah. And I looked down her eyes and I was like, I ain't gonna do all that time. And she looked at me like I was crazy. You feel? She looked at me like, oh, he burnt out. And then she was like, all right. And then I left and went to my cell. But that night I was in the cell by myself and I broke down and cried. But I didn't want them and everybody to see me cry. Because I didn't want them to see that my spirit was broke. But maybe if I cried and showed more remorse at that time, maybe I would have got a lesson set up in there, right? Who knows?
Yeah, no, it's
Passing the heart in myself so much because I'm in the jail as a juvenile young man and seeing so much wild shit. I'm like, it made me hard. I had to grow up quick. So it was like numbing. You know what I mean? And one thing is the truth is it's easy to get in prison. Getting out of prison is the hardest thing to ever do. It's damn near impossible. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just hard. It's so many obstacles you got to go against. And I just, I'm proud of myself and proud of the team, everybody that helped me, and I'm thankful for everybody. And a lot of it too was the people. The people, when I did my interview, they was feeling me and they backed me and they felt like I was handed a raw deal. And I felt like just having the world on the scale that I did, just being a normal person in prison that just made a mistake, to have people support me, that shit touched my heart. And it let me know that, like people really care. And like I said, it's all in respect to the victims. Because I'm definitely sorry for what happened to them. They didn't ask to be robbed, they didn't ask to be scared. To still help them. If I could repay them back anyway, I will. But yeah, I'm just thankful for people like you and the people that listen to my story and anybody that's willing to help because any that the world and the universe does me telling my story might can help somebody because it's a cautionary tale that is also a story of triumph because the average person would have gave up. It's many juveniles and people that got extreme sentences that wasn't able to do what I did.
yeah, it's potentially like you mentioned, it might inspire or a cautionary tale, but might inspire someone that got the bag thrown at them, and maybe it's that inspiration to start fighting for lighter sentences.
Exactly. And a lot of times, man, it's the leadership that's in your life. A lot of times, men that's in urban neighborhoods have this street mentality, but they be giving the youth the wrong message. They'll make you think that, oh, you can do whatever, you young, you gonna get a break. They're not telling them, oh, go to school, go get an education, go be whatever you want to be. They will try you as an adult, give you a lot of time. They're not telling them the truth, and then you got a lot of street dudes that don't even know the law. How you doing something and you don't know the law, so when you get locked up, you don't even know how to fight. Or you not, it's like a lot of people be having that mentality of being a street dude, but I respect people based off them being a human in their character and integrity and how they take care of their family and their children. That's what I respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, how they really are, their true character. But yeah, that's one of the things I tell my son and my kids, because my kids grown now. And so my kids graduated, both of them graduated high school and never been incarcerated. But I be down on my son because if one wrong move, you can end up in prison. And my brother, I be down on them and I don't play. And I always let them know, like, yo, we gotta be successful. I'm the sacrificial man. I'm the only one in my family that did this extreme sentence. Nobody else. So I did this for them. So he won't have to go through what I've been through. Yeah.
Would your son ever be open for a conversation with myself?
Yeah, my son definitely would be open to probably do a conversation. He be turned up. He be rapping. We got IGs.
Okay, yeah, well, that'd be good.
Instagram myself. Yeah, I think he like my point. So my Instagram is Big Stepper, GG 40s. So Big Stepper is spelled with an A, 2 G's, and 40 with a Z. His is GG. His is Big Stepper _ 40. So like he looks up to me. He loves me. He does everything that I ask him to do. I see him on the video visit all the time. He's just waiting for me to get out here. So we got a lot of things that got planned to do, that we plan to do, as far as like entertainment. One of the things we gonna do, because I was ready to get a documentary on my kids and during the pandemic, but they wouldn't allow Mass Lab to document it and come into prison. So I had to go with another individual that I know that was given 5 life sentences as a juvenile for robberies too. And but I'm gonna document a lot of the things I do from the time I get out into the present time or however long on my journey of being let out after doing extreme sentence as a young teenager and how it's trying and how I made it and been successful and I'm out there going to get it the right way, the legal way. You feel me?
You have one.
Love that. Now we got the 1 minute left. You said you don't care which team wins tonight, right? Since it's Super Bowl weekend, Chiefs or the Eagles.
I mean, Super Bowl weekend. I'm a New York Giants fan, diehard, and I love Saquon Barkley. He a beast, but I just feel like history, man. Nobody's three-peated in the NFL, I think, ever. So I think Kansas City is their last chance for in a while. I think they might go ahead and seal the deal and win this one. But because their teams are getting better and better. But I don't rule the Eagles out, but I can't go against Patrick Mahomes.
No.
They always proving everybody wrong.
Well, if it cuts off again, Torie, it was great speaking with you. Thanks for tuning in. Be releasing another episode of my conversations with Torie. But until then, please give Torie Jr., Torie's son, a listen. Coming up now.
Don't believe in these capping ass rock, man. Real fucking rude, nigga. I'm like fucking no mask on, we gon' slide in the dock. Fuck, damn, we been at his hot. Shorty gon' give me the load. Damn, little bro gon' slide to the spot. Damn, we slide right around. Damn, he died, put my name in the song. Said at the spot, don't care if it's wrong. You got love for a hoe, I got love for my pole. Alright, freedom niggas.